Serve goes out of bounds. USA starts with a 1-0 lead. Another tweet here from Stephen Abbott says, when did Matt Anderson get so old? Well, he's still 29 years old. I think the beard puts a few years on there. Thanks for the tweet, Stephen. Stuff. Double trouble for the USA. Dave Smith and Thomas Jeske. Kavika, nice jump serve. Pretty good pass from Ishikawa. Another one. 2 in a row for Smith and Jeske. Annalise H8 agrees on Twitter that Dustin Watton has the best beard. Oh, there's a tip. Pretty thought Shoji was going for it. Shoji thought Pretty was going for it. Really, that should be probably Reed Pretty's ball. It's either Reed Pretty's ball or Eric Shoji's ball. Check this out. You either want your libero or your outside hitter in the back row to take this one. Your setter, Kavika Shoji, you want him to be able to release to set that ball. Reed Pretty looked like he had the best beat on that. In the middle, Smith, sharp crossbody turn. Great swing from the veteran in the middle. Lots of people asking on Twitter, where is Micah Christensen, who some think may be the starting setter for the USA at the Olympics. Thanks for those tweets. Micah not quite ready to get back in match action yet. Lots of these guys getting right back into it from their professional seasons overseas. It is an absolutely brutal schedule for professional indoor volleyball players. They have a long national team season starting right now that goes through about September. And then right away they go to their respective countries all over the world for their indoor professional seasons. So some of the guys just getting back and taking a break. That shot is just out of bounds wide. USA leads 5-2, so some guys who aren't quite in match mode yet. Michael Christensen, Max Holt. There's many more as well. But yeah, this lineup is definitely a fluid one for the USA. No telling who is going to make the Olympic squad. It's quite competitive. There's a few guys here tonight who may be on that squad that we haven't seen yet. Big swing in the middle. That's a kill for Ryota Denda. Garrett Wagututia on the bench. Carson Clark, Chris Johnson, Murphy Troy. And actually Carson isn't in the lineup, not on the roster tonight. Good to see Murphy out there, though. Murphy, one of my favorite competitors for Team USA. Taylor Averill also on the bench tonight. That swing goes well out of bounds from the Japanese captain, Shimizu. Here comes Maddie Anderson. Anderson was the youngest player on the 2012 Olympic squad. He was just 25 at the time. Pretty much gives a free ball to Japan. They send it back over, and McDonald ready for the overpass. That has got to not feel very good for Yanagita. Check this out. Was it his chest? Was it his face? It was his, yeah, somewhere in that area. Didn't feel good, whatever it was. Matrixing out of the way of that one was Yuki Ishikawa. That was a bullet from Anderson, just going out of bounds. Anderson, originally from West Seneca, New York, played his college ball at Penn State University. And Murphy Troy into the match for the first time tonight. He'll go back to serve. Murphy, the all-star out of USC. Reed Pretty somehow gets that one through the block. That is a veteran play from Mr. Pretty. We'll take our technical timeout at 8-4 in set number 3. Look at this tight set. How did Pretty get this through the block? Look how far the arms of the block were away from the net. Not a well-formed block from Japan, and Pretty used it. The crowd, there's Max Holt. Max Holt and Carson Clark actually sitting right behind me in street clothes for the day. Checking out the Rio Olympic qualification. The USA qualified via the World Cup in Japan. Last year, in September, the USA won the World Cup. And actually the top 2 teams were guaranteed spots to the Rio Olympics. The team that got second place was Italy. So that's 2 of the 12 spots for the Olympics. One of them guaranteed for the host country, Brazil, so that's 3. Argentina qualified through the South American quali. Russia through the European qualifier earlier this year. Egypt through the African qualifier. And Cuba through the North American qualifier. So that leaves 5 of the 12 spots left. I'll go over those last 5 spots for you. Double stop. McDonald and Chesky. It is 9-4. Pretty to serve. Tool time for the Japanese captain Shimizu. So 4 of those final 5 spots for the Olympics will come out of the Asian qualifiers / the first world qualifier happening simultaneously in Tokyo later this month, May 28th through June 5th. And that's one of the reasons Japan wanted to come here to take on the USA in these exhibition matches, as we see Jeski get the kill. Japan called up the USA, said, hey, we would love to play against you guys just before the Asian qualifier, get some experience against taller players, more of the players that we're going to see in that qualifier. A couple of substitutions here. We saw Murphy Troy come in, and now Taylor Averill is in there for the USA. Averill, the middle blocker of San Jose, California, and the University of Hawaii. On the outside, a block. He comes right in and he gets the block. Taylor Averill, along with Kavika Shoji. So, at that Asian / world qualifier, there's 8 teams in that tournament. 4 of them will qualify for the Olympics. In the Asian category, it's Australia, China, Iran, and Japan. The other 4 teams, Venezuela, Poland, France, and Canada. The top 3 teams out of those 8 will qualify for the Olympics, plus the top finishing Asian team. If any of those top 3 teams are an Asian team, then they'll keep going down the list to give out the other spots. So 4 of those teams will qualify. The final spot for the Olympics will come in the second world qualifier. That will take place in Mexico. In Mexico City, the 3rd through the 5th of June, Algeria, Chile, and Mexico and Tunisia will play for the final Olympic spot. So there you have it. We're very close to the field being set, less than a month away. That swing is waffled well out of bounds. And Japan will take a team timeout there in quite the hole in set number 3. The USA dominating 2-0 and 13-6. A tweet from Rafa at RG_emblem3 says almost 1 a.m. here in Rio. And who's watching the USA V Cup? He raises his hand, says I am. Can't wait for the Olympic Games. Thanks for that tweet, Rafa. I can't wait either. Nehemiah Mannheimer with the tweet says, good to see Dan McDonnell is all right. Yes, that's very good to see Nehemiah. We thought it might have been a knee issue when he came out of the game on Friday night. Turns out it was just a cramp, and he's all good to go. There's a young fan, and another one getting in her way. She got one of those mini balls tossed into the crowd. Congrats. I wish I had some to toss at you watching at home. Thanks so much for watching here at usavolleyball.org. So stoked to be able to bring you your men's national team live, taking on Japan. Shoji with the dig. The other Shoji with the set. That is a beautiful set from off the court. Oh, and a nice set right back at you from Japan. They'll have to do another one. Nice set from the libero. Sharp wrist away crush. Masahiro Yanagita. What a swing, young man. Check out how sharp this wrist away swing is. My goodness. Coming with some heat. Murphy Troy. Another sharp angle. Yanagita, the man who had that big swing for Japan just a second ago, plays on the Suntory Sunbirds, professional team for Japan. Just 23 years old, born in Tokyo. Reed Pretty comes out. Garrett Wagyu Tuchia into the match. Garrett playing out of Oceanside, California. Went to UCLA. Averill will serve. Averill played on the men's Pan Am team in Toronto in 2015. He also won a silver medal with the Pan Am team in Tijuana, Mexico in 2014. There's a block, but it is just out of bounds. It's been a fun week for Japan and the USA. They've been able to train together, get to know each other a little bit better. These so-called friendly matches, always super fun, not only for the players, but also the fans, you watching at home, and everybody who was fortunate enough to be inside Walter Pyramid or the Galen Center this week. 16-9, we'll take our technical timeout. USA all over the place. The coaching staff for the USA, head coach John Spera, assisted by Matt Furbringer, who is an amazing player in his own right. Furbringer, a phenomenal beach volleyball athlete, a veteran, now retired. As we give away more free stuff, people go nuts. And it's one of my favorite things to do, is to throw these little mini balls into the crowd. It doesn't matter what you're throwing into the crowd, everybody wants one. That one just falls right into your hand sometimes. Even if you weren't expecting it, you never know where the bounce is going to go. The other assistant coach for the USA, Mike Wall. Andrea Becker, consultant coach. Aaron Brock, AB, is the athletic trainer. Head coach for Japan, Masashi Nambu, assisted by Koichiro Shimbu and Koichiro Kano. Team manager is Nishida Makoto, and the athletic trainer is Ogata Masaru. Back to serve 10-16, Ryota Denda. Tips the net, the dreaded trickler for the ace from Denda. Denda, the 24-year-old, serves that one into the net. Down the line and on the line. What a swing. My goodness, Ishikawa. Check this one out. Good angle on it here. Right in the corner. What a swing from Yuki. Serve from the center, Fukatsu. McDonald. It'll be a dig. Outside. Down the line once again. Ishikawa. Right into the body of the defender, Troy. (13-17). Floater. McDonald, yes. We got a tweet here at #USAV on air from Albert Alejandro. Says monster digging by the Shojinator, Eric Shoji, and monster blocking by Thomas Jeske. Indeed, Albert. Thanks for the tweet. That is a back row violation called, and the reason is the ball was right on top of the net. That means Jeske had the right to touch that ball if he wanted to. And since he did, and he hit it into the hand of the center, Fukatsu, who was back row, since Fukatsu touched that ball above the tape, it was basically like he was a blocker, and that's not allowed when you're back row. The USA is 6 points away, and the crowd is loving it. Taking that video, yep, you are on camera, young man. Got some Japanese fans in the crowd.
Everybody clap your hands.
As the wonderful volunteer staff inside the Waltz Pyramid cleans up the floor, some more guys realize they're on TV.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all.
Another tweet here from I Am Moth.
Right foot, let's stomp.
Says, thanks for the great commentary that's getting me through the match at 5 a.m. You're up. You're welcome, I Am Moth, and thanks for staying up or getting up early to watch the match.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all.
McDonald, back to serve 19-13. USA firmly in control. Float serve, that's a beautiful serve, but an even better pass. And the put away in the middle by Takashi Dakita. Great pass from Hidetomo Hoshino. Ishikawa at the line. Good deep serve, but it's too deep. 2014 for the USA. Nice pass off the net. Oh, and another good turn. Kureyama. Even though the U.S. is way up right now, Japan putting together some impressive plays. Overall, the ball control has just been better for the USA, and their blocking has been a huge difference as well. USA, the much taller team, has the advantage at the net. In the back row, Magutu Tia. What a cover by Shoji. Troy down the line for the kill. Eric Shoji playing out of his mind tonight. Perfect cover. Still smiling about it. Check out this cover on the money from Shoji to Troy. There's the kill off the hands. 16 looking at 21. Just out of the outstretched arm of Jeski. Troy goes high off the block, right back at you, 22-16. Another question here, hashtag USAV on air. Jalen Holston says, great match. Indeed it is, Jalen. Good to see Averill, Taylor Averill, get some court time. Yeah, it really is. Got to ask, what kind of knee sleeves does Reed Pretty have on tonight? Jalen Holston says he wants them. Thanks for the question, Jalen. I have no idea what kind of knee sleeve that is. But you did tag Reed Pretty in your tweet, so maybe he'll get back to you and answer you. (17 to 22). Mr. Hoshino at the line. Another service error, and it's 23-17. USA is 2 points away from the sweep. Dustin Watton. And yeah, I have to agree, he does have the best facial hair. Dustin Watton, the libero in there. The crowd gives him a round of applause. He's out of Long Beach State University. Another missed serve. 18-23. Back to serve, it'll be Ryota Denda.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it, do it better than anybody you ever seen.
Right side, Troy. Yes! Nothing is going to stop that. It's 24-18. Match point for the USA. Garrett Wagututia will serve. The Bruin out of UCLA. Serving from the left side. The toss. He rips it. Decent pass to the outside. Yes. Yuki Ishikawa with the kill, 19-24. And now Hideyomi Fukatsu. Gonna need some from the service line. The USA has not taken a team timeout tonight. Oh, what a set from Kavika. That one's in bounds out of the middle. 20-24. USA still in a pretty comfortable spot. Head coach John Speraw won't take a timeout yet. Not a good pass. Set to the outside. It will fall out of bounds. 21-24. And now Coach Speraw will take a timeout. So it's not done yet. USA still needs to side out. Japan looking for 3 more real points to stay in this one. The USA chant starts inside the Walter Pyramid as the gentlemen come back on the court. Still at the service line for Japan, Hideyomi Fukatsu. The passing rotation for the USA, Jaski, Watton, Mwagututia. It'll be Garrett Mwagututia. Good pass this time. Back row, Troy for the win. Yes! Off the top of the block, over the back row defense. And there you have it. The USA takes set number 3, 25-21, and wins the match 3 sets to none. Domination tonight from the USA, 3 sets to none, after Japan took the first match 3 sets to 1. Here is match point. Great high swing from Murphy Troy. That is a quick victory for the USA. From beginning to end, they dominated this match. The USA will play again on U.S. soil in Dallas. That's during World League. Checking out that schedule, generally the USA will play 3 different times in 3 different cities. However, since it's an Olympic year, they shorten it a little bit and they bring 3 teams to the USA for one very exciting weekend. It'll be at the Kay Bailey Hutchison Convention Center in Dallas. The 4 teams that'll be there: Australia, Russia, Bulgaria, and your USA national team. July 1st to the 3rd in Dallas, right alongside the boys junior national tournament. So if you're going to be there for boys nationals, make sure you check out your men's national team. Once again, the women's national team will be right here inside Long Beach State's Walter Pyramid, June 17th through the 19th for the World Grand Prix matches. The Volbecue during the day on Saturday, June 18th. Make sure you're there for that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here inside Walter Pyramid tonight. I'm Mark Sherman. It's been a great time bringing you all the action